In this lesson, we'll examine a quick and easy technique for dividing by 5 in your head. Now you'll find that there are often many opportunities to apply this technique on the GRE, so be sure to take the time and learn it. Alright, to set things up, let's first make some observations. Notice that when we take these numbers and divide them by 5, we get the following results. See if you can find the relationship between the first number, the dividend, and the result, the quotient. It might not be obvious at first. To better see the relationship, notice what happens when we take each of the dividends here and multiply them by 2. When we do this, we get the following results. At this point, you might see the relationship between these numbers and the results we got when we divided by 5. They're very similar, except these numbers are 10 times as large as these numbers. So if we take these results and divide them by 10, we see that the final results here are the same as the original results. In other words, if we take a number and multiply it by 2, and then divide the results by 10, the end result is the same as taking the original number and dividing it by 5. This is very useful, since it's relatively easy to double numbers in our head, and it's even easier to divide numbers by 10 in our head. Okay, we're now ready to formalize the technique for dividing by 5 in our head. The steps are: first take the dividend and double it. Then take the result and divide it by 10, which can be accomplished by moving the decimal place one space to the left. Now before we practice with a few examples, let's see why this technique works. If we want to mentally divide 111 by 5, we first take 111 and double it. Then we take this result and divide it by 10. Now notice that if we simplify 2 over 10 here, we get the following. So taking 111 and doubling it and then dividing by 10 is the same as taking 111 and dividing it by 5. Okay, now let's practice. See if you can quickly perform these calculations in your head. First, we have 312 divided by 5. Well, in our head, we'll take 312 and double it to get 624, and then we divide 624 by 10 to get 62.4. So 312 divided by 5 equals 62.4. What about 17.2 divided by 5? Well, first we'll take 17.2 and double it to get 34.4. Then we divide 34.4 by 10 to get 3.44. All right, one more. To divide 1.44 by 5, we first double 1.44 to get 2.88. And then we divide 2.88 by 10 to get 0.288. So that's how you quickly divide numbers by 5. Be sure to practice this technique a few more times so that you don't forget it.